Hi fire signs, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to go ahead and break down each individual fire sign. We're going to start with Sagittarius first, so I already pulled 3 cards for you guys. We have totality, guilt, and success. What this tells me is, for you Sagittarius, this is taking a leap of faith into something. There's a need to trust where you're being guided to, even though you might have some serious anxiety over it. There's something that you could be holding on to. Your third eye could be opening up. There's a lot of anxiety. There's things that are like being played over and over and over again in your head, like reoccurring thoughts. And it's something about like a transition or taking a leap of faith or moving from some type of conflict, moving out of a conflict and into a safer place. Like, there's some need to trust people too. Like, you have to learn how to trust people. But I do see that there is some type of movement forward with this energy where there is a completion, there is success. It could be travel. You might have to take a leap of faith and travel for, like, maybe you got a new job opportunity, or maybe you want to go and see somebody, but it's like you have anxiety over everything that's going on. If you're opening up spiritually and you're opening up like energetically and you're kind of like realizing like, oh my gosh, like I have abilities and I can do this kind of stuff, like you're awakening. If that's what's going on, be careful what it is that you're surrounding yourself with and be careful what it is that you're practicing. Please, 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 please make sure that you do your research and please properly protect yourself and your energy, because you know, if you're an empath, like you feel other people's stuff, you can take it on. And if you're a healer, but you're also an empath, you got to really, really be careful when you step out into that world of healing, because you can absorb other people's energy. So it's properly protecting your energy and properly protecting yourself so that things aren't influencing how you feel and influencing anxiety within you. It's really protecting yourself from that energy is really what's important here, especially if you're somebody who's new stepping into that platform. Like, protect yourself every single day. I just saw 222 when I said that. Protect yourself every single day. Your energy, that is. There is success moving forward. There's celebration. You're getting recognized for something that you might have anxiety over. Maybe you have like a project or like something that has to do with work where you have to like make a presentation. Like, it's going to be successful. You're going to be recognized because you go from success to celebration. So that for me is a lot of public recognition. And it's really taking that time out to slow down and really see things for what they are and step out of your own head. Because I feel like you're getting locked in your thoughts. It's like a challenge for somebody to get out of their thoughts. There's some type of leap of faith, and it's like you're afraid to take a jump, you're afraid to take a leap, you're afraid to, or there's like a hesitation. Like, I don't want to like accuse anybody of having fear, but it's like there's a mental fear here or a mental blockage. And it's causing someone a lot of distress and anxiety. You could have guilt over a situation, but I see that you're moving forward. I see somebody find self-forgiveness. But there's a need to slow down and reflect on something because you are successfully moving forward. There is some type of celebration. It's like when you take a leap of faith, this is going to come in as a celebration. Like, people are going to be celebrating around you. You're going to have like a lot of friends celebrating with you. It's that leap of faith. Maybe you hesitate to reach out to people in the community, and it's like you're like, do I get involved with this social circle or do I not get involved with this social circle? But it's like there is something that's positive from it, but there's a need to reflect, because you could be wearing a false mask in a situation. Sagittarius, I feel like if you're dealing with love and romance, be careful. Be very careful. You could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody who has Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody is wearing a false mask when it comes towards you, and it gives you anxiety. Like, if you could be a feminine energy, like this is just an example. Like, if you're in your feminine energy right now, you would have anxiety, or you would have some type of like lack of comfort because of what the situation is, because you don't know if you should stay where you are, if you should move forward. And especially if you're dealing and you're connecting with another person in the love and romance department, because like there's some type of anxiety with it. It's like, do I reach out? Do I not reach out? Do I talk? Do I not talk? Like, what am I supposed to do? What do you want from me? Like, what is this? Like, what is this connection? It's like mental thoughts, and it's driving you nuts. It's a cycle. There's a desire to move forward, to be successful, and there's a hope for like a reunion, but there's a strong need for you to pull back your energy and focus on the situation and look at how you're feeling in the situation versus how they're feeling. Because like if they're all like content and happy and wonderful, it's like, why are you the one that's in distress? Like, don't be in distress. You see what I'm saying? Like, if that person's not losing sleep over this, then you shouldn't either. Like, that's just my personal opinion. It's just like, I don't have time for that kind of shit in my life. I don't have time for that kind of game. Like, if somebody's playing games with you, like, there's a need to pull back and reflect on that. You could have found out that maybe somebody was out with other people, and it gives you anxiety because you don't know how to identify the connection that you feel with this person. Again, possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could have strong water in their chart as well, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But it's like you don't know how to identify the connection because maybe this person's in and out of your life. Like, they swing back and forth out of your life. And it's like you don't know how to move forward. You have anxiety about being successful. You want to be successful. You want to move forward. You want to wrap something up, but you don't know how. It gives you anxiety. Hi, King. It's okay. It's okay. Where's your toy? Where's your bone? Get your bone. Go get your bone. See what I mean? Like, my dog's like very responsive to energy, and it's like even he's picking up on it. It's okay. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Get your bone. Here, get your bone. Get your bone. Where's your bone? Get your bone. Get your bone. Get your bone. Good boy. Okay, so there's an anxiety to this. It was funny because my dog actually just calmed the energy down. Like, it was insane. Like, the energy was like so like wrapped up and stressed out and just like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I was like talking really, really fast, and then my dog came over, and now I'm just like super calm and I'm relaxed. So I don't know if animals like calm you, if that would be a good thing for you. Maybe there's a strong focus on that. But there's a need to calm that energy, to pull back that energy, to look at something from a different perspective, because somebody's deceiving you. If you want my honest opinion, somebody is straight up deceiving you. I typically don't see this card that way, but for whatever reason, the way that I have it laid out here, like, this is exactly how I'm seeing it. This person is very slow moving. They could be going through their own type of transformation, but they're deceiving you at the moment. Not necessarily, like, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person, you know, and I'm not making excuses for anybody, but this person might be somebody who looks for comfort in other people, and so they look for, like, validation. Like, maybe they just, like, talk to a lot of people. Like, they're not, like, they're just kind of like that player-like energy where they talk to a lot of different people, and it, like, reassures them that they're, like, it just validates them. Like, I mean, everybody's gonna know at least one person in their life if they've come across who are like that, where it's like they seek that validation through other people's, like, compliments, and it's like they like that attention. So I'm not calling anybody, you know, anything bad or anything, but it's like that's how I'm picking up on the energy. So obviously, like, I don't mean anybody to be offended by that, but that's just how this person's coming off. Like, they're kind of player-like, and it's like this person likes to have a lot of attention. This person likes having attention from other people, whether it be men or women. Like, they like the fact that they go places and people are attracted to them. Like, they find that comforting and they find it reassuring, but, like, it tells me that that person does not have a lot of confidence, because, like, there's a lack of confidence, but there's an arrogance. And I hope that that makes sense. Like, this person's arrogant, but they're not confident because they need that, they need that reassurance, and that might be why you see them with, like, a lot of people like, a lot of people just around them. Like, you might be, like, on social media and it's like a new girl or a new guy that's like you know, like on their profile or whatever the case may be, and it's like you can't tell if they're actually dating or if they're just friends. Like, you're like, what is this? But it's like they're with a lot of people all the time, and it's like, what? But it's always like the opposite sex or whoever they're attracted to, like whatever the case may be, they like that attention. I'm trying to explain this energy the best way that I can. This person's like, they're a nice person, they're gentle, they're docile, but they come off in such a hard way. Like, that's why you might have anxiety over this, because it's like you see this person and it's like they're a player. Like, this person, like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like I'm a woman, and when I see a masculine energy that's like that, I'm like, they're a player. Like, it is what it is, right? So it's like I look at this energy and it's like, wow, this person's a freaking player. Like, what? They're arrogant, they're cocky. And then there's this energy that's behind the mask, and it's like they're so gentle and they're so docile and they're so sensitive, and it's like they're going through something that's very delicate and transformative, and it's not making excuses for anybody, but this person has lived a life that has been just so hard, and they've developed such an exterior to them that is so rough around the edges that I don't know if you know how to take it. It's like this person likes having these people around them because it, like, it's something about it nurtures. It's like something that's nurturing, like people complimenting them and people like swooning over them, or it's nurturing in some way, because this person has lived such a cold life. Like, and I hate to describe it that way, but that's just how it comes off. Like, this person, they like something, like, I feel bad for this person because whatever they went through, this earth sign that you might be connecting with, like, with strong water placement, this person, like, they've just been through a lot of shit. Like, they've had people take a lot of things from them. Maybe their childhood wasn't good either. Like, there's a lot that dives into the past. Like, this person has a lot going on in their history that has made them the way that they are, that has built these walls up, that has put on this hard exterior. But, like, to be completely honest with you, they're not even focused on all these other people around them. It's like no matter how many girls or how many guys come around this person, like, they have their eyes and their focus on you. And they know it gives you anxiety, but it's like they're very slow moving towards it. And it's like they take what they can. Like, this is going to sound awful. And I don't know how else to put it, because I'm not a very, like, I'm very blunt. And I'm not very good at sugarcoating. Like, I've had to teach myself how to sugarcoat things over the years. But it's like this person takes what they can get from the people around them. But it's like they can't do that to you. And I don't know if maybe that comes off as them, like, ghosting you, or them, like, just not engaging with you. But it's like they don't engage with you because they don't want to do the same things that they do to other people. There's something where there's like a soft spot here for somebody, and I just got like so deep into this read when it came to like romance and stuff. I feel like I just lost like so much time. Like, I have no idea. It's like this person gets lost in a trance. It's like you melt somebody, like you melt their heart. It's like they have a lot of people around them, but it's like they don't pay attention to them. I don't know, like, I'm being pulled to I don't want to share that story. Okay, so this is like pulling me to a story that like maybe some of you guys will relate to kind of tell you a little bit about what kind of energy this is. So, like, there was somebody, like, in my past who I was, like, kind of talking to, and, like, my head's, like, throbbing. Oh, my gosh, that's funny. So there was somebody in my past who I was, like, I felt this really strong connection to, and they told me to come up and see them, and yada, yada, yada. So I get there, and they're, like, you know, at their place of employment, and it's, like, just, like, the worst conditions. Like, all of these, like... like, all of these girls were, like, just swooning over him the entire time. And, you know, he worked in a public place, obviously, so it was like there's a lot of foot traffic. So, and he was, you know, obviously had a lot of attention going in his direction the whole entire time. And I could tell that there was some uncomfortability in that, but it's like they're stoic. Like, wouldn't even show it. It was like a lifestyle. And it was just like the most like off-putting thing to me, because I was just like, wow, like I'm not the type of person that can, you know, handle that type of atmosphere and that type of energy. Like I just can't, you know. So it kind of like, maybe this person's a bartender, or they work in a social setting. Like, say, for example, they're an attractive male and they work at a bartender, and they just have a lot of girls who keep buying drinks, and they just flirt with them all night long. And they sit at the bar and they just flirt all night long. And it's like this person will flirt back, or they will participate because it's like they like it. But that doesn't, it like, to them, it doesn't mean that they like them. It's just like they take what they can get because it makes them feel good in the moment. But really they have eyes for you. Like, this person separates that, and I really, really hope that makes sense, because I really want to move on from this energy, but I keep going back over it. So I don't know if you're dealing with that type of person, but it's like that player-like energy, where it's like they could invite you out to the bar, you know, where they work, and you're like, okay, I'll stop by and say hi to you, and they're like, yeah, it's not going to be busy, and then you get there and it's like, you know, 7 or 8 females, like, all over them at the bar, and you're just kind of sitting there, like, off to the side, like, oh my gosh, like, wow. Like, all of these girls are, like, insanely intoxicated, but they're just, like, all over the bartender. Like, that type of an atmosphere is what they're pulling me to, where it's like they get a lot of attention, a lot of compliments. This person's very attractive, and they know it. They know it. Gosh, I even tried to record your reading a little bit earlier, and I got some edgier messages in that one, and I was just like, wow. But like, Sagittarius, like, I don't know what it is about your messages that I'm getting right now. Like, if you're dealing with this type of energy, like, this person needs to have courage to come towards you, because like, it's funny because, like, this person's, like, might even be, like, protective over you. Like, maybe you start dating and this person will, like, message you, and then they, like, get all up in your head again, and then, like, the person that you're dating, like, kind of falls off because this person gets up in your head again. It's like they do stuff like that, where they're, like, kind of protective about you, but they don't want to say it. But they do, like, little subtle things like that to show you and to, like, kind of screw with you, and you're, like, you're just at your wit's end. You're like, what does this person want from me? Why do they keep intervening in my life? So we have, like, the Tower card. Gosh, I feel like there's something that's going to come out. I feel like there's some type of insight that you're going to get. Somebody's postponing something. Somebody's delaying something. It's like somebody's been also waiting on somebody to do some type of healing. Some type of work. Somebody went through a transformation. It's like somebody's just waiting on the right time. I'm not really sure what this means. Somebody's looking at something and it's like they're watching someone grow, but it's like they don't know if the other person can, like, handle it. I don't know what that means. So you could be dealing with someone who has strong Leo in their chart, considering Leo just came out twice on the board here. You're the Sun card. So I feel like if you're the feminine energy, despite the anxiety, I feel like you're okay. You might have to make a decision about work, but you're going to be fine. Like, the anxiety, it's mild. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of anxiety, but it's like, it's not something that you can't get through, because you're like, all right, like, you understand, like, you have to make a decision. Like, you see success at the end of the road. You're appreciating something, or someone's appreciating you at a distance. But I feel like you're really focusing on yourself. And I feel like you're really going into like a 9 of Pence type of energy. I feel like there's like, you're focusing on your healing, but you're waiting for something. Could be this other person. There's like a big time third party energy here. And like, I'm not a big third party reader, but I gotta tell it like it is. Like, You're dealing with someone at a distance, and it's like, I don't know if you feel like the girl next door type of energy, where it's like you're looking at all these other girls that, like, this person's dealing with, like, because now this is, like, switching into, like, total romance for sure, and a relationship that I just don't really like reading third-party energy, but I guess it's on the board, so I gotta read it. It's like you're watching something from a distance, and it's like you see all these people, and it's like you're comparing. Don't compare yourself to these people. You have the Sun card. You have the opportunity that's coming towards you. All you have to do is go beyond the gate to get towards it. And there's a connection, like a really strong connection to the throat chakra. There's a need and a strong desire for you to connect with people who are in your social circle, who get you. But it's time to open the gate and walk away from something. It's like something's going to be brought to your attention, and it's like, celebrations here, the time has come, it's time to walk away. Yeah, you're walking straight into abundance, in my personal opinion. You could have an energy that's trying to connect with you from a distance, but I feel like something's not what it seems. I don't know what that means. I hope it's not the same energy that I was reading earlier, because I feel like they're very confusing. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is grounded. You're extremely grounded. Like, you might have anxiety right now, especially about love and romance, but don't worry about it, because you're successfully moving forward. And for sure, do not compare yourself to anybody else, because you have the Sun card. Like, you are everything. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. It's a matter of time before something comes back around. You've planted seeds somewhere. And it's time for something to be equal give and take. Like, you're working towards something. Like, you're very grounded, Sagittarius. Like, you're very grounded. At least the feminine energy. Like, if you're coming in as feminine energy, where you have anxiety over love, or you have anxiety over a work situation, you're very grounded despite that other energy. But there's some type of tower moment that's going to hit you, where it's like you're going to be free of something. And it's like you've planted seeds, but you've also planted other seeds. So we have the Hangman here. Again, strong water. Could be connecting with somebody who has strong Pisces in their chart. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Two of Swords. So I feel like, again, with that third eye, something's being illuminated. Like, there's some type of truth that's being revealed, but I feel like this is coming from the universe. There's some type of clarity, and it's going to help you make a decision. It's like, do I pick this or do I pick that? Could have to do with a contract with somebody, or a relationship, where it's like you feel a connection with somebody. Wish fulfillment. So it's like you want to go after your wish fulfillment, but there's a change in perspective here. But it's like, I hear, like, I don't know if I can do this. Ten of Wands to the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is heavy. This is stressful. Somebody doesn't know if they can hang on to a situation anymore. Something's very illusionary. Like, they can't see the... Yeah, they can't... There's movement coming forward, but it's like somebody can't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now when it comes to a connection. It's like somebody's thinking about just dropping it, and I think it's you, Queen of Pentacles. I think it's you, Sagittarius. Like, you're thinking about walking away from a connection to go towards your wish fulfillment, or you can't see through this illusionary energy to get to your wish fulfillment. I'm getting, like, blocked. You're going to have to compromise with whoever you're connecting with. Like, somebody, like, you might not, Sagittarius, like, if you're in feminine energy, you might not have clarity about this other person coming towards you, but there's a lot of emotion on the board. Somebody wants to offer emotion, but there's a decision that needs to be made about something being equal give and take. I don't know if this person's not replying to you or giving you what you want, like they're not communicating with you. But there's something about time where it's like you've planted seeds and you need to change your perspective about something, because something's going to be made clear to you. But you could be a little bit defensive, but again, there's something illusionary about this where it stresses you out. And it's like you don't know which way to go. There could be a lot of people who are talking in your ear, but it's like you're moving away from this stressful energy. And I feel like you're moving towards your wish fulfillment. I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm going to go ahead and just move on to the next sign because maybe it'll make more sense. If you're connecting with someone, there's a strong need to compromise with this person, but I feel like you should definitely voice your opinion, and if this person has a lot of people in their social world who, you know, obviously make you uncomfortable, whatever, talk about it. Like, don't be afraid to talk about it. Like, talk about what it is that you need because you're grounded, you're stable. There's a need to see something from a different perspective. It's not quite clear yet, so I'm sorry I can't go much further with it, but it's like they're blocking me mentally, and I don't want to get my energy drained. Like, I want to be able to get through these signs here. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So let's do Leo at 26 even. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, but Sagittarius, I can't go much further into that. So let's do Leo and see how Leo is. And again, watch all of your signs. Don't limit yourself to your sun, moon, and rising in Venus. Watch all of your signs. If you can, the majority of your ones. Whatever you have more in. Mercury might be pretty accurate right now for you. Leo, I feel like you feel defensive. I feel like you're up on third party. I don't like that. There's a protectiveness. Leo, I feel like you're stepping into a new phase where you've hit the ending of something for the beginning of something new. You could have completed a cycle. Woo! You're really taking time out to reflect on something. You're very slow to approach something. But you're learning to live moment to moment. You're learning to live freely, joyfully. I feel like you're freeing yourself from something. You're stepping out of a hard exterior. This might be connected to the read that I just did. This could be from a different perspective. You're seeing something beyond the illusion. You've stepped away. This is so spiritual. Yeah, you're tapping into your consciousness. That third eye is it's awakening. Yeah, you're going through a total transformation and a rebirth. You're stepping into a new platform. This is beautiful. Like, look at this. Beautiful. Look at that color. Absolutely beautiful. You've transformed something. And see, it's funny, this lion, it looks really protective. Like, look at the face on the lion. That's how I saw the lion before I started shuffling. And when I stepped into your energy, that's exactly how I saw it. You're going on a new adventure. It's like you're listening to something. You're following your path. Dead on. Like, you are just going with the flow. You're vibing. Like, you're just steady vibing. Like, I don't know if you talk like that or if somebody that you know talks like that. But it's silent. Like, you're practicing silence. I feel like you're also connecting with someone. Like, you're getting ready to align into a relationship right now that is going to be a union. And it is absolutely 100% going to be, like, long-lasting. Like, this is, like, a union of a lifetime. This could be somebody who, if you don't have any kids, like, you're going to have kids with this person. You're going to have a family with this person. You see something clearly. You've taken the time out. You've put in the work on yourself. You're going on that adventure. You're stepping into the light. You're dancing that tune. You're transforming yourself. You're taking that adventure. You might feel a little bit isolated right now, but it's okay, because you have to get connected with that mind, body, spirit. This energy must be upcoming for you. Maybe it didn't hit you quite yet if you're feeling lonely and isolated, but there's a need to cocoon. There's a need to go within and transform, because you're about to, I almost just said effing blossom. Like, you're about to just totally blossom, and you might be a little bit reluctant. It's like bittersweet type of emotion, where it's like you're sad and you're upset and you might cry, but you're really, really happy, and it's like you're going to be fulfilled, and you know in your heart it's the right move, but it's that emotional connection that might bring that emotion to the surface, but it's like you're going joyfully down a path, and it is so bright and colorful. It's like you've gone through the dark night of the soul, you've done the work on yourself, and you've gone within, you've connected with the silence. Like, I don't know what that means. Maybe that's significant to you. Maybe you've learned to become silent. Maybe you've learned how to meditate, and it's like you finally have, like, unlocked something within yourself. You've unlocked some type of capability. There's something about wisdom here and knowledge. There's somebody could be going back to school for something. Somebody could be changing their degree entirely, changing their major. It's like you're awakening to collective consciousness. I don't know if somebody's stepping out into a platform in like a job field where it's like they're going to be educating people, but like there's something strong surrounding education. So something is definitely being balanced out for you. Whatever it is that you're about to step into, you've done over and over and over again. Like, you've done it multiple times. You're going right towards romance too. Whatever it is going to be passionate. It doesn't have to be romance, but passionate. A lot of emotion. You could be stepping into something in your masculine energy, going after something very passionate. But I do feel a presence of somebody making a decision to go towards love and a spiritual new beginning. Somebody might not know which way to go, who to pick if you're dealing with multiple people. I feel like there are two paths for you to pick right now. Both of the paths are unknown. There's something about one of these paths being very pure. And there's another path that I'm not sure how to explain this. There's two different paths. One might be connected to love and one might be connected to work. You might feel torn between the two. But it's going to clear for you. Like, your pathway is going to be cleared wide open. Be careful with people around you, and be careful not to get pulled into old cycles of energy here. So if you're dealing with something from the past, obviously really go within and think about what you want, because you're at a crossroads, but something's being entirely cleared from you. You have 888 on the board. Your pathway is wide open. If you think that you're being blocked, you're not going to feel that for much longer. Because again, you still might be in that period of time right now where you're isolating a little bit, but that's going to open up. You're going to feel better soon. Like, it's something about passion coming back, so that it's like you get that passion back. Your root chakra might be out of balance or out of alignment, whatever the word is. Yeah, strength is here. There's a lot of Leo energy. Like, you guys are really, really in your energy right now. I feel like, if you feel like you're at a crossroads in a romantic situation, it's about to be made clear to you. They're asking you to have some type of strength, whether it be self-love and self-respect, or whether it be strength and hope. Because you do have door to romance. So either you have other opportunities that are coming towards you when it comes to mind, body, and spirit, like following your mind, body, and spirit, listening to your heart, letting your heart guide you. Have strength in this decision-making process, because you're not being blocked from anything. Like, you're being released. You're being released from something. The blockages have been removed. Something's being balanced out karmically, too. If you're connecting with a masculine energy here, I don't know if they're Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe they have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I'm also seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. This person, they're very slow at what they do. Slow-moving energy. This person takes their time. King of Pentacles. They know that they have to balance something out. Somebody's just reluctant to do the work on themselves. So we have the Five of Cups and the Emperor. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again with the Five of Cups. So somebody's very sad. They're feeling left out. They're feeling in the cold. They're just very in their emotions right now. They could be coming towards you with an apology. You could actually be getting some type of package or like a delivery. Like, they could surprise you with something. We have the Two of Cups. Somebody's coming towards you. It's like somebody feels sad about something. Like, this Emperor-like energy feels very sad about something, and they want to come towards you with an apology. Like, straight off the bat, that's how I see it. This person's very spiritual, but they're very guarded. But it's like this person had to do the work, and for whatever reason, I feel like your energy kind of... It's like a domino effect. I don't know what that means. I'm just seeing dominoes. Pizza. I don't know. Maybe they like pizza, but the dominoes was what I was going for. Somebody might come towards you with an offer of love to invest, to start something new, to engage in something new. You have 4 8s on the board, like 8, 8, 8, 8. Do not take those. Did not fall out correctly. Just did not feel right. So I feel like something's coming back around from the past. Could be a connection from the past. This person's been watching you. And they haven't, I don't feel like this person's been communicating. It's like they've been sulking. I hate to put it that way, but somebody's been sulking, or they've been going through a lot of emotional turmoil is what I'm hearing, but I keep hearing sulking. So I don't know if, like, they feel like they keep, like, I don't know if this person feels like they sulk, or where it's like they're just being very hard on themselves. But I feel like there's going to be an effort made of an apology. Because somebody recognizes a connection, and it's like they want to approach something new with fresh energy. I don't like how these fell out. I feel like you have strong emotion for this person too. Like, you have feelings for this person. The Queen of Pentacles popped back out. So it's like they see you building. They see you striving for success. They see you doing what it is that you do and doing it successfully. And it's like they're watching you and they want to approach you with something new. And it's something that's from the heart. But they're guarded. But I don't think they're going to be approaching you in the same way that they have in the past. I feel like they're going to be approaching you in a new way. But see, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles energy wants to move forward. They want to release themselves. So I don't know if maybe you lost faith in this person, that they were going to come back around. But it's like, as soon as you let go, it's like, boom, they come knocking on your door. And you're like, what? I just moved on. Like, I just tried to, like, I can't get away from it. It's like somebody just can't get away from the energy. And it's like every time they go to move, they go to, like, move forward away from it. It's like, knock, 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 here I am. Like, it's a matter of time. Like, somebody's torn up about something. Like, somebody feels like they owe somebody an apology, but it's been very slow. Like, this Emperor could have been holding on to heartache for a long time, or, like, something that hurt them for a long time. And it's been a very slow-moving process, but I do see that they're going from the Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. And there's something intuition-based about this. It's like, they know that somebody's very... oh, the Empress just popped out. Wow. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who is like, they know that you're spiritual. They know that you see this coming. Like, honestly, clear as day. Like, you're intuitive as shit. Like, somebody's like intuitive as hell. Like, they know. And I think it's the feminine energy who's coming in as the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Like, very grounded. Very sturdy. I just heard. Very sturdy. But this Queen of Pentacles wants to move forward. Oh, my card ripped. They want to move forward. They want to release themselves from this energy. Like, they're not focusing on the Emperor anymore. They've actually pulled their energy. They've retracted it. And they're like, no. Like, I'm going to invest my time elsewhere because you are taking your good old time doing something. I don't know if this person's just been in and out, but there's a little bit of harshness. There's some harshness here coming off the Empress. Like, I don't know. She's not super sassy. Like, she's very loving and compassionate, but there might be a little bit of, like, back and forth energy when this person comes towards you with an apology, because this Empress is, like, kind of pissed. Like, what took you so long? Like, why did you do that? It's like a why did you do that type of energy. Like, why did you just do that to me? Like, I've been sitting here and you just, what, you feel like you can just not talk to me for 3 weeks and then come back into my life, talk to me for 2 days, and then not talk to me for 3 weeks again? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, don't waste my time. That type of energy. But see, this person's coming in with pure intentions. Somebody went through something super spiritual. Like, I cannot even express it enough. And they feel sad. Like, this person feels very sad. And I feel like what they were holding on to in the past had nothing to do with you. It was from, like, their own past. Yeah, they were holding on to something that even might have kept them financially stuck, where they were afraid to make a move. They could have been married to somebody in the past. They could have been in a relationship with somebody in the past. They could have been, I don't want to say that. I just heard they were dealing with somebody who's a little bit clingy. The Hermit. This person had to soul search for what it is that their true heart's desire was. They had to soul search on something, and it took them a long time to do it. But this person did the work. They really did the work on this. I feel like this person has a big ego. There's something that's not quite clear to you. Queen of Cups. But it's like, I feel like you want to offer this person emotion, or they want to offer you emotion. It's like you're going to receive this energy very well. You're going to receive, like, this energy is going to come towards you, and you're going to be, like, open arms. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but you're connecting with someone who you have a lot of emotion for, but you know how to put boundaries up. And it's like, after you get through your little spat, then you're going to be like, okay, come here and give me a hug. Like, it's not, there's not like a bitchy energy here. It's more or less like, okay, I'm going to tell you how I need to, like, I need to vent to you a little bit about what you just did, but then I want to give you a hug because I missed you so effing much type of shit, you know? So that's beautiful. That really is beautiful. So I think your best advice is to just stay in that Empress energy and just stay firm in what it is that you want and what your beliefs are, and set the boundaries and tell it like it is. So let's move on to Aries. So it's 4427. Yeah, don't get caught up in your head about this energy. Seriously, don't get caught up about it. Because this person, I feel like it's this person's karma to go through this. Like, they have to learn how to come towards you. And especially if you've reached out a couple times and this person, it's like you've reached out already and this person has just kind of left you hanging. Like, let this person come to you, especially if you've been the one who's been reaching out the most. So, Aries. Alright, so birds are extremely significant for you right now. But I don't think that it's, like, this is gonna sound crazy, but I actually feel like if you're seeing birds, you're actually connecting with another person's spirit guides. Like, I feel like the person who you're connecting with, their spirit messages might come through birds, or they connect with birds. So the person who you're connecting with, you're actually starting to see the birds that it's like you're seeing their messages and their guides. Like, their guides are coming to you through messages of birds and certain things like that, where maybe you've never seen so many birds before and you're like, wow, every time I go outside this hawk is above me, or wow, this crow is always right there every time I walk outside. I've never noticed that. That's because you're connecting with somebody who that's their animal guide, or that's their spirit message. Like, I don't know how to explain that, so I hope that makes sense. It's like the person that you're aligning with, like, they connect with birds. So they always walk outside and see a bird above them. They always walk outside and see the crow next to them. They always walk outside and they see that. It's like those little, like, breadcrumb trails as to, like, who you're connecting with. You know what I mean? Because, like, if you ever pick up on that, like, sometimes you'll start to, like, before you align with somebody, you'll actually pick up their traits a little bit. Like, you might get cravings for certain foods, and you're like, I've never really eaten this before, and then all of a sudden you find out that that's their favorite food. Like, it's kind of crazy how that works. So, I feel like Aries right now, you guys are in a very spiritual time. You're being guided. Like I said, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that card. Like I said with somebody else's guides, like, that's an angel in the card with somebody in the background. And it's like you're coming in contact with, like, somebody's guide. But it's like you're just living your everyday life. You're working, you're grounded, you're stable, you're trusting the process. This is beautiful. This is very delicate energy, too. So I might even be reading the person who you're connecting with. The Rebel. I don't know why, but this always reminds me of Aquarius. So I feel like you're aligning with somebody who might have strong Aquarius in their chart, in their placements, like main placements. But this person, like, breaks chains. Or you break chains. You're either stepping into this energy to have courage, to have faith, to trust, to break a cycle, to step out of an old cycle into a new cycle. Like, you're being guided to step into this rebel type of energy. See, I'm getting a couple different messages here. I'm getting that message, and then I'm also getting that the guide that you're connecting with is a rebel, which is funny because look, he's got a bird with him. See, I was just saying with the hawk and the bird, like, that's a bird. Like, I know my camera's not the best, but that's a hawk right here, or some type of bird. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to see if it'll focus. There it is. But look at that. It's like you're connecting with this person's guides, and that bird is significant. It's significant. See what I'm saying? It's very, 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 very significant because this person's guides are it's like little breadcrumb trails. See what I'm saying? So you could be connecting with somebody who is an Aquarius or has strong Aquarius placements, or you're just in this Aquarius type of energy. But this always reminds me of an Aquarius feel, like that rebel type of energy. Like, oh, you don't want me to get tattoos? Oh, I'm going to cover my whole body in tattoos. Like, watch me. Like this person's just out of the ordinary. It's very eccentric, or their guide is very eccentric and very out of the ordinary. But boy, are they tough. In the most respectful way. But they're breaking some type of chain. But it's like you're being guided. It's like there's a lot of spiritual energy here right now. Where It's like your guides and their guides are communicating, but you might not know it because you're just kind of focusing on yourself. We have the Source card. Woo! We have the Source card. I don't know why, but I feel like I just saw a belly button. So I don't know if that's like relating to like childbirth, like an umbilical cord. But there's something about... all my cards just kind of fell. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. So I do feel like you're trusting the process. You're going with the flow, or somebody's going with the flow. And then you have this other energy on the board who has extreme anxiety. So I don't know if this is the person who you're connecting with, or if this is kind of where your thoughts are, where you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, where you have 2 8s on the board again. So you could be connected with Leo. But it's like having faith and trusting in the process and knowing that you're being guided. But there's some type of completion that's here. There's a completion that's here. I'm not quite sure. It's a completion. Sorry guys, I'm like really like getting sucked into this at the moment. There's some type of a completion that I feel we have come to because we're grounded and we're centered. Wow, did you just hear that bird? So I feel like it's really stepping into that power. Like maybe you have anxiety right now because you feel like dull, and maybe you don't have like there's like a lack of energy maybe that you might get hit with, but it's knowing that you have infinite abundance, knowing that you have infinite connection to the source, knowing that you have that energy. You could be beginning something new and need inspiration, but you don't even have to like step out of like wherever you are to find it. Like inspiration's all around you. It's recognizing and it's trusting and it's taking that leap of faith, diving into the unknown. Maybe going outside and connecting into nature might help you ground this energy right now, because I do feel like this guilt is coming from you, but I don't know if it's guilt as much as it is anxiety. So I feel like this is asking you to come out of your head. Like if you're trapped in your head with a lot of thoughts right now about another person, because again, if you're aligning with like these other, because this is gonna sound crazy, but I know I'm telling you, like it happens. Like you might be getting visited by other people, not other people. I'm sorry. I hope you're not getting visited by that many spirit guides. That would freak me out. But it's like you're being visited by this other person's guides, and you're being guided, and this other person's being guided. It's like your guides are working with their guides, but it's giving you anxiety because you're either picking up on this person's anxiety. It's like there's a mirror effect going on here, but it's trusting in the process and knowing that you have everything that you need in this moment right now to be okay. Be aware of the energy that you're putting out with your mind. Like, be aware of your thoughts, because things are manifesting very, very quickly for you right now, whether you recognize it or not. Be very careful with your thoughts and make sure that you're keeping them high vibrational and positive about what you really want for your soul. Like, really tap into that. This is saying, like, get out of your head, because if you stay in your head and you keep looping these thoughts, you're never going to experience what the world really has to offer you. I'm hearing crazy sounds outside. But you see what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to explain that. But I do get the strong sense that you are aligning with someone else's guides right now. It's like you're being prepared and they're being prepared. But you might feel left out in the cold right now because you might not be in communication with this person. What is that? Hold on, let me see what that is. Wow. I have no idea what kind of bird that is, but it's sitting right outside of my window in the tree. But I've never heard that before. I've never heard him before. And I can't tell what kind of bird he is. I can't even see what color he is because the tree is kind of camouflaging him. But birds are really significant for you guys right now. So something's being balanced out. That's the same exact card that actually just came out for Leo. So, hold on. Let me put that back and shuffle again. If it comes out, it's meant to be. So, yeah, you might feel bound in a situation, but you're not. There's a need to open up your crown chakra, or your crown chakra will be opened up, where you're going to get some type of message, or you're going to get some type of insight, but you have the ability to move away from whatever it is that's keeping you feeling stuck. But I don't necessarily think it's being stuck as it is being in your head. Door to value, so that tells me that there are opportunities that are coming towards you. There's something that's coming towards you that's going to be very abundant and also very prosperous when it comes to love. Like, this is love from all over, like unconditional love, not just romance. This is love from every avenue, like family, friends. Yeah, so you have adjacent possibilities and caring connections that came out. So that tells me that there are so many new doors that are going to be opening up. Maybe new people could be coming into your life. You're just aligning with new people, new connections, but there is a significant connection in your life that is about to open up and blossom, and it is something that's going to lead to some type of stability, financial stability, comfort. There's a lot of compassion with the person who you're connecting with right now. They're a very compassionate person. Right now, somebody could be feeling a little bit restricted in finances, but again, that's going to clear up, especially with this door to value card here, because that always for me is something that's new. It could be a new investment opportunity, it could be a business idea, could be a new job offer. It could be just something creative that you know, you just do for fun, but it's valuable to you. It's a adjacent possibilities, but it's opening up not only to that end, but also to love. Now, you do have the Nine of Swords here, so that tells me, again, with that anxiety, I knew I was feeling anxiety, because the guilt card kind of throws me off sometimes, because I feel that anxiousness, and then I also don't want to forget what the true meaning of the card is either, because it's guilt, you know, it's remorse, it's regret, it's the thoughts. But I feel like somebody might have anxiety about offering something new when it comes to an apology. Somebody could have anxiety about approaching something new. You could be a little bit younger than the person who you're connecting with, but it's like this other person knows that they're being guided. Somebody knows that they're being guided in something. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like someone wants to offer something. It's like they want to offer like emotion, and then they want to offer something stable. But there's a lot of anxiety. You might have your focus on something new, something that you've just started, a new creative project. We have the Hangman card in reverse, actually, so I'm going to keep it like that because I don't have my deck in reverse, so it came out in reverse. It's somebody's coming out of the Hangman energy. They're coming out of it. They're releasing it. They are releasing it. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, that means that my dog's ready. I can go and get him. He got his hair done today. My other dog. I have 2 dogs. So I will get that message shortly. They will leave a message. I'll get it shortly because I will be wrapping this up soon. So we have the Hangman. So somebody is they've changed their perspective in a situation. They're coming out of something because they're looking at an offer differently. We have the Tower card, could be connecting with a Scorpio energy here. But there's anxiety over this. So this Tower moment could be somebody approaching somebody with a conversation or an apology. We have the Empress with the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. So I feel like if you're this Empress energy and you've just been kind of like sitting working on what it is that you're doing, you're focusing on creative projects, you're just doing your thing, this Tower is going to sneak up on you. But you're gonna be in a Queen of Swords type of energy when it comes to this opportunity that's presented to you because something's not clear. Like, there's something illusionary about it. There's something that's just not right, where you're a little bit suspicious. But it's like a message is coming through. There's a message that's coming through. Yeah, and I feel like it's an apology with the Knight of Cups. It's an apology. With the Ace of Wands, somebody wants something passionate. They want something new. So, Aries, this could actually be you guys going towards somebody, or this could be somebody who's connecting with you, but I kind of feel like this might be you. But yeah, you're going fiery. Like, I mean, you're going towards somebody. Could be connecting with a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius here. There's a lot of passion on the board, and it's like it like makes somebody so nervous they feel like they want to throw up. Like, I just got like a pit in my stomach where it's like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what this is. Like, somebody's just like, I don't know if you're going to a concert and it's like you walk in and you see somebody and it's like, oh my gosh, like, I need to throw up. Like, oh my gosh, like, ew, I don't like feeling this. It like gives me cold sweats. My hands are clammy. Wow. Like, there's something, like, this person's nervous. Like, there's anxiety on the board. But somebody's going through a serious transformation, and there's something about having strength in this. Like, enjoy the time that enjoy what it is that you're doing right now. Yeah, enjoy what it is that you're doing right now, because something's coming right at you. Yeah, enjoy what it is that you're doing right now, because it's coming right at you. It really is. It's kind of unavoidable at this point. It's coming right at you. Especially if you have the Empress with the Queen of Swords, like, you're right where you need to be to logically think about something. But see, like, you're already aligned with this energy. Like, there's adjacent possibilities. It looks extremely positive. So, depending on your situation, use your best discernment. That's really what it comes down to. But if you're picking up on somebody else's guides and you're connecting with it, this person's coming towards you, and it's not going to be much longer. Because if you're already aligning with their guides and you're seeing those spirit messages and those animal messages, it seriously is just a matter of time. So best of luck to you guys. I hope that this helped. I wish you all the best. Thank you all for your love and support, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.